Another hobby I really enjoy is automobiles. I love classic and modern cars. I started off with the 72 Ford Ranchero GT. It used to belong to my dad. It was in really bad shape. And he thought he'd be smart to keep me from driving it by saying, well, if you can fix it, you can have it to drive for my learner's permit and stuff. Well, I had my shop teacher tow it into class, and I worked on it in an auto shop. And I got it running. My dad was amazed. But I had my first car, my 72 Ford Ranchero GT. Had it for just a short amount of time. And then I picked up a 73 Montego GT. That was another fun car. It had a 302 in it. I put a 4-barrel on it, intake manifold, did some stuff to the valve train. Kind of hopped up a little bit, but that C4 transmission wasn't any good. And it finally just gave up the ghost and didn't have money to fix it. But anyway, I digress. I think the next car I would consider a hot car was my 2003 Focus SVT. This one I did quite a bit of stuff too. Had a blast with this car. Spent a lot of time on the Tail of the Dragon out in western North Carolina, East Tennessee. Highway 129. Really, really fun road to go down with these little hatchbacks. Then after the SVT, I picked up a 2023 last call Dodge Challenger. Now I have a Dodge Charger as well, a 2020 GT, which I really like. It's a really good driver. It has about 300 some odd horsepower. It gets around just fine. It's just a V6, but I'm not one of those elitists where it has to have a V8 to be a car, a hot car. This car runs really well. I've had it on Tail of the Dragon as well. It keeps up with the best of them, so it's my daily driver. So I wanted something that got good gas mileage, but still looked pretty cool. Anyway, back to the Challenger, my 2023 last call. We were looking at replacing my wife's car. There was a Sublime Green Challenger GT at 2023 at the dealership, and we went there to go look at it. And it was parked directly behind this purple RT Challenger. So the sales guy brought out keys for both. He started up the GT. Okay. Very familiar sound. Sounds like my Charger. Okay, that's pretty cool. But then he started up the RT. And my wife looked at me. I looked at my wife. She goes, oh boy, I know which one we're getting. And she was right. I left with that RT. Now it's my hobby car. Take it to car shows. I've been trying to fix it up a little bit. It's still in warranty, so I can't really do anything major. So most of the stuff I've done has just been cosmetic at this time. But I wanted to create a little miniature of my car for the car shows. I've seen other people put little miniature cars of their car on their engine covers and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. And there's been a few car shows where I've missed winning a trophy just because I didn't have a model of my car. Because a lot of times when they have ties in the judging, they start going to other details like, do you have a model of your car? Do you have a fire extinguisher in your car? Do you have a first aid kit? They start adding these other little criteria to try to decide who the winner is. So I'm trying to get my car outfitted and give me a better chance of getting a trophy. So I've got my fire extinguisher mounted in the car now, and I've got a first aid kit, and now I've got this little model miniature car of mine. So anyway, I started off with a Hot Wheels 2015 Dodge Challenger SRT. It was the closest thing I could find that looked like my car, with the single hood scoop in the middle. Other ones that had the RT already on the side had the dual hood scoops and everything. And I mean, I did, if this had like an opening hood or something, I could have changed hoods, but it don't. So this is the closest thing I could find. So I took this, and I took a polishing wheel, and I got the decals off of it. Then I took the body off of the frame, the little plastic frame, to paint it. And I painted it using this Model Master paint that is actually Plum Crazy Purple, which is basically the color of my car. So I repainted the body with that. Added some more details, like I blacked out the grill using the Tamiya acrylic black acrylic paint to paint the rear spoiler black like my car, the rear grill, the real grill stuff black, and the front grill black to match my car. Then I got the tail lights painted in using the Tamiya red acrylic, I think X7 is what it's called. And then I tried to do the headlights using the Hobby Lobby white paint, I think my testers, and it came out pretty good. The only bad thing about painting these little models is I shake a lot because Willie's old, and I get too much caffeine, I get the shakes. So it's not perfect, but from a distance the car looks great. And here's what the car looks like now. I found these RT stripes on eBay. There's a guy who makes these wet transfer decals. He had an RT set that came in white and also in black. And right here's the decal for the hood. You got the dual scoops. So I didn't use any of that stuff. But that was pretty nice. Get a hold of that. Here's some of the detail I did in the front, where I painted the grills black and I tried to get the headlights painted in white. Like I said, from a distance it looks okay. It looks really nice in the sunlight. And then right here's the rear tail lights I painted in. Pretty awesome. Pretty cool. Then on Etsy, on eBay I found this seller making these dioramas in 1/64 scale. So I picked one of those up to put my car on. So what I do is when I go to the show, I'll stick my car on my little gripper pad right there so it doesn't fall off or roll away on me. And then I can put this on the hood cover of my car for the car shows. So I'm hoping that gets me some little bonus points for doing all this. The only thing I need now, which my car club is working on, is see if I can get little miniature Midnight Mopars decals to put my M on the back that I have on my Challenger. Now I doubt very much they could do anything for the small windows on the side. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. They might be able to make me the vertical Midnight Mopar for the windshield right here, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm still going to see if I can figure something out to get my Midnight Mopars decals on here. One thing I don't have right now that I got coming is I got a little 1/64 scale pug to represent Maximus, which I'll probably glue down like right here underneath the tree, sitting there. I think that'd be a cool little Easter egg or something like that for people to see. Anyway, just wanted to share my little miniature model of my car I put together for car shows. Had a lot of fun doing this. Was a little difficult putting on the decals and stuff and doing the fine paint detail work. I'm not so great at that kind of stuff, but it was a very fun project to do. Anyway, as always everyone, thanks for watching.